Welcome back. Let's put this in the ether. Well, today is Pride Month, first day of Pride Month. If you're unaware, it's June 1st. And if you want, if you want to know what I think about Pride, all right, if you watch my video for a while, you already know my stance on this foolish month, all right, Pride Month. All right, do you really need a whole month to be prideful? You know, pride is a very dangerous sin, right? It's one of the most worst sin out there, to be prideful, right? You're not supposed to be prideful of anything, all right? You're supposed to keep it to yourself, because that prideful will lead to narcissistic, all right? They don't understand that. I said in previous video, right, that most people have some kind of narcissism, right? But when you're prideful, you take that narcissism up to another level. Right? That means you can't be wrong. You're too into yourself. Anybody else's opinion doesn't matter. That's what pride do to you. Pride will destroy you at the end. Pride should not be advocated. Alright? Being prideful, you can be prideful of other people, but prideful of yourself? That's prideful of yourself. That's basically a selfish act. You're very selfish, narcissistic, alright? And into yourself. You cannot be wrong. You cannot be... you're always right in yourself. Whatever other opinion doesn't matter. That's what pride do to you. You have to understand that you're not the arbiter of truth. You're not always right all the time, and that's what these prideful people think they are. Right? These are the ultimate sins. It should not be supported at all. Right? They just hate it because of the how pride. When you talk about biblical, right, that people are not supposed to be prideful, and they just hate that. Why do you have to choose that word? Why do you have to be prideful? You just keep that to yourself. Nobody want to hear that, right? And they totally misconstrued that, the whole Pride Month, right? Dude, everything had to be sexualized. That's what it is. This is what turned people off about this whole month. Everything had to be sexualized. Why does everything have to be sexualized for this month? Why can't you be comfortable of who you are without being overly sexually explicit, right? Indecency. I don't understand that. You have to be indecent around people. Sometimes people don't want to know your sexual preference, all right? Some people don't need to know that. This is, back in the day, we had this acronym called TMI. That's too much information, right? Too much information for people to know. No, not everybody has to understand or want to know your sexual orientations. That's beyond other people's what? Interest. They don't care. Why are you trying to shove this in people's face? Right? Not people. I know there are those evangelicals who like to put religions in our faith, right? But that doesn't account for everybody, right? So they're not saying that religious is shoving it on their face. No, religion don't shove it on the face. Not all religions shove them in your face. You ask them, they'll tell you, but they don't just willy-nilly the religion on them. All right, now what this Pride Month is forcing it on it. If you don't agree with it, they can threaten you, chastise you, insult you because you don't support this belief. All right? Not the way to go. People shouldn't be supporting this. If you want to support it, fine, but I don't think we should support this because of what I think. All right, pride not only it's in the biblical context, right? That is a bad thing, but as a person as well. Prideful, that means you're not willing to compromise with other people's opinion. Prideful is when you think that you're always right. Prideful, you can't see through. You look things in a small box. You're in a small box, right? Prideful is not taking other people's considerations. You disregard people's boundary, right? There are boundary in people, and people just cannot cross that boundary, right? Like people that support the Pride movement. What if people cross your boundary? How would you feel? Right? How would you feel if people cross your boundary? You wouldn't like that, right? So people who don't support the Pride Month, they don't go willy-nilly expressing, hey, I don't like Pride Month, right? They keep it to themselves. But when you push come to shove, right? You're crossing people's boundary. How would people react? Right? Don't expect people not to react. People are gonna either by boycotting you, disavowing you, you're gonna build resentment on people because you're pushing all this stuff too much on people. You're just pushing it on people. Right? And people like to say it's not sexual nature. The idea of pride is basically deep rooted in sexuality. That's basically it. When you ask somebody, what are you proud for? Oh, I'm proud of being I'm proud of being a gay person, probably a lesbian person, probably all these trans. That's all sexuality. Why does it have to be sex? Right? Why can't you just say that without attaching it to sex? Right? Why can't you be prideful of who they are, not because of what your sexual desire? Right? I'm proud of being a person of compassion. I'm proud of being a person who's loving. I'm proud to be a person who's thoughtful. I'm proud to be a person who's respectful. I'm proud to be a person who respects people's boundary. I'm proud to be respecting people's ideology. I'm proud to be a egalitarian, right? But no, it's like I'm proud to be a gay person. I'm proud to be a lesbian person. I'm proud to be a trans. All these sexual orientations. Like, why is that? I'm proud. It's never like I'm proud of ending world hunger. I'm proud to be anti-war. I'm proud to be logical thinking person. It's not like that. It's never anything like that. It always has to be attached to sex, right? Not everybody always think about sex all the time, right? Usually when you talk about sex, it's a turn off for most people. People don't like to talk about that, right? People just don't like to talk about it. It's a comfortable issue. They believe what goes in the bedroom is a sacred act. And it should be up to the person. Alright? What goes in the bedroom stays in the bedroom. It shouldn't be spread out to everybody to know. Nobody needs to know that. Nobody don't need to know what's going on in my bedroom. Nobody needs to know what's going on in my private lives. Quite frankly, nobody cares. Nobody should care what's going on in my private life. Right? Nobody shouldn't care because it's not in their business, and they like to make their personal business everyone's business. Like sometimes people don't want to be a part of it. People don't want to be affiliated with none of your business. All right, what goes on in your bedroom, let it stay there. I don't want to hear about it. Right? I don't want to hear all your sexual acts. I don't want to see all these sexual paraphernalias out in the public. Right? Nobody should see that. And they say, oh, it's not aiming towards kids, okay? And when it comes to sexuality should not be exploited to kids at all. Right? Family friendly. How is sexual exploitation family friendly? It's not family friendly. You're exploiting yourself in a sexual behavior when you go to these parades. Right? In a sexual manner. Right? Do you have to be sexually provocative in an environment when it's open to the public where kids can see? Right? Do you have to do that? Can you just, dress in normal clothes? Can you conceal your body even more? Right? That's how you know this pride thingy, Pride Month is totally sexually explicit. It's sexually exclusive, not inclusive. They want to be sexually inclusive to everybody. Right? People don't want to hear that. People had enough from here. I don't want to hear that. Coming from a straight male, I don't talk about sex all the time. Right? I'm not bombarded with sex every day, but these people who bombard you with sex constantly, 24/7. Right? But not just regular sexual activity, right? But promiscuity, debauchery, right? They want to push debauchery all over the people who don't want to see this thing in front of children's. All right? When you put a rainbow thing, right, because they bastardized that rainbow. It used to be a biblical thing. Now they totally hijacked the rainbow movement, right? They totally bastardized it, right? Now, today in modern society, we already know what that rainbow means. Back in the days, it means some biblical, God's promises not to flood the world again, right? All these occultic meanings, right? But now they totally bastardized it, associated with these sexual promiscuity or sexual debauchery, right? Right? This is why people are boycotting company left to right. Right? When people see that rainbow flag, they understand that this is not for children anymore. It's only for sexual exploitations. Right? And for company to put that parent, it totally what push parent off. It turns parent off. Right? For companies like Disneyland pushing all this stuff, right? A family company. Why are you promoting sexual explicit things to children? You should be doing that. Right? In the children's mind, they think this is cartoony. Right? But there's a true agenda being pushed. Right? The reason why they use those colors, because it's invited to children. Children see those colors as playful things. Right? And when they able to dig deep inside of it and find the true nature of it, is not kids friendly. Alright? This is why pride is the ultimate sin. Alright? But if you agree or disagree with me, leave in the comment below. If you disagree with me, fine. I'm willing to accept that. I don't care. I'm not gonna go overboard. I'm not gonna go act like there's one people and silence you. You're free to say anything you want. But on that note, guys, like, share, subscribe, and I'll be back with another episode. Peace and blessings.